This lovely butterfly, believe it or not, is made with all the leftovers from the bowl of flowers. That's why I asked you to keep those tiny pieces. The tiniest piece has been utilized here, and you can vary this by putting some shiny paper or even bits of colored newspaper or magazine paper to make this a most attractive item made out of leftovers and things that would otherwise be thrown away. This is what you get. You get a paper outline with some instructions written, which should be followed very, very carefully. The instructions say, first cut here. The children are already used to cutting on a dotted line, so they cut out on the dotted line first. After we cut out on the dotted line, we get a shape like this. We have got another outline inside, an unbroken outline, and the dotted line has now been cut off to get rid of all the extra paper. Now we are told, turn the butterfly over, stick bits of paper on the other side. This could be done with gum or it could be done with Fevicol. Though if you are using magazine glossy paper or you're using wrapping paper or sweet wrappers, please use Fevicol at least for those bits. I have saved up the paper that was used and I'm taking it out of the bag now. Teach the children not to crush the paper when they keep it in the packet. One carrier bag like this will make a wonderful container, and every child puts in there bits of paper when they've done their bits of craft. Now on the back, not the side where the line is, on the back of it, I'm going to start sticking bits of paper. This takes a little patience, it takes a little time, and if the children have made an attempt to contrast the paper properly, it will be an even more beautiful butterfly. I stick the paper overlapping. It can even stick out of that outline a little bit. I'm not going to be too neat there. There's a pink there and a blue. This could be tedious if with the Fevicol, but again fingers get messy and the whole thing becomes a mess. So avoid using fingers. There's a red. They are overlapping. In other words, they are not just touching each other, they're stuck slightly over the other one. And these are torn. They don't have to be cut. I'm working at a very quick pace and giving even a jagged outline adds to the beauty of it, along with the tiny white outline that often results from tearing and not cutting. Like this, I fill up the whole shape. Once I've finished filling up the full shape, I can let it dry for a little while for easy cutting. This can be put away for, say, 15 or 20 minutes. And after that, I turn over the shape, where now I'm left with a solid line. Now you are told, then cut here. Here being the solid line. There are two arrows to show the solid line, and that's where I have to cut. As soon as I have cut on the solid line, I get a beautiful butterfly outline. I am going to mount this in such a way that to decorate a file. An ordinary file just bought from the market is enhanced with this beautiful butterfly. I'm putting it on there, and I'm not going to have it in such a way that it's pasted flat. I'm going to give it a slightly three-dimensional effect, like this. You have been saving the bits of card paper too, I'm sure. So I'm taking a little bit of card paper, just a small bit. Don't make it too big. I done 2 there. Here's my file. I'm going to stick the butterfly there, not flat, but the wing slightly raised to give it a 3-dimensional effect. First stick the body flat. The body is flat on the paper. Now I put my small bits of card paper right there behind the butterfly. Give it a slightly raised look. It could be stuck flat also if it's going to be a problem to store this file, but it does add the appearance if it's stuck just like this, and it's very little extra trouble. 2 dots of Fevicol, 1 down, 1 up on the paper, and that is how we are going to stick it. The little ball of paper down there and the butterfly's wing. The same can be done at the base for the lower wing. That also can be stuck up. This is at the outer edge of the wing. 2 dots of Fevicol on the paper, 1 up, 1 down, and it's placed under the butterfly's wing. If your file is glossy, it will take a little time to stick and it needs a little gentle pressure. But there is my file decorated with the butterfly. This is something a little different. The file or folder is an optional extra of your own. It can be used to decorate a drawing book or a craft folder too. There's my butterfly, beautifying an ordinary purchased file costing very little. And the butterfly, of course, was at no extra cost. I must add that this is an item that has been introduced this year to avoid waste of marble or glaze paper.